During her incredibly long career, Taylor Swift has released 57 music videos. 57. That's a lot. And since the last addition to her music video catalog came out pretty recently, I thought that it was the perfect time to sit down and film a video that I've actually been planning for a while now, which is to rank every single Taylor Swift music video. Although, knowing my luck, when this video goes up, she's probably gonna announce Elizabeth Taylor as the next single, and then like we're gonna get a new music video for it or something. I don't know. I feel like it's bound to happen. Like there will be a music video for that, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm filming this now because I don't have any other plan for this week, so we're just gonna do it now. And if this video gets outdated literally a week after it got uploaded, I guess that's fine. Hello, my name is Freyr. I'm your favorite local forest gremlin and a Polish sociology student. And I want to welcome you to my little corner of the internet where I discuss all forms of popular media that interest me, whether that's books, TV shows, films, or music. And today, I took it upon myself to rank every single Taylor Swift music video. That's 57 of them, so we're gonna be here for a while. So yeah, those of you who might enjoy my longer videos are definitely gonna like this one more. But yeah, either way, please watch the whole thing. I kind of need that watch time. But before I explain exactly how this video is going to look like, I would quickly like to remind you to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. As always, subscribing is the best possible way of supporting the channel. So if you could do that, that would mean the world to me. You can also like the video, share it around with your friends. You can hype it. You can comment down below, whatever you want. Whether you disagree with my ranking or not. And you can also follow me on a bunch of my social media, which includes Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and a plethora of others. Now, with that out of the way, how is this going to work exactly? Well, we're going to have 5 tiers today, and we're going to do the music videos by eras. So we're going to go from debut to the Life of a Showgirl. And immediately here, one disclaimer, if a re-recording of an album also received music videos, they're gonna be counted into that era. I'm not doing separate sections for Speak Now TV or Red TV. I just cannot be bothered to do that. I will talk quickly about the music video, what I liked, maybe what I didn't like, and then I'm gonna place it in the tier and we're gonna move on. I'm gonna try to keep my commentary as quick as I can because it's, again, we're ranking 57 videos today. That's a lot. I don't want you to be sitting like here for ages and be bored. Also, I'm going to add chapters on this video so you can skip around with eras, because I feel like sometimes some of the, specifically the earlier music videos, they kind of blend in together. So if you get bored of me talking about music videos that are kind of similar to each other, you can always skip around to a different section if you like. But still, please watch the whole thing. And also, remember, these are just opinions. So do not get mad at me in the comments, or like too mad. You know, just keep it respectful. And if you disagree with some of my rankings, please let me know why. Tell me how you would have ranked these videos differently. You know, all that stuff. I probably am not going to be able to play you clips of the music videos when I'm going to be talking about them. So I'm just going to be showing you pictures instead, mostly because YouTube's copyright algorithm is a pain in the ass. And especially when you're using like visual media that gets copyrighted. So that's always a problem whenever I do videos like these. So yeah, just you're not gonna see any clips of the music videos in this specific video, but I do encourage you to go and watch them because most of them are really, really good. We're gonna go from the very beginning of Tim McGraw to Opalite, which was the most recent music video that we received from Taylor. And I am so excited to do that. So without further ado, let's introduce the tiers. As always, I had to customize them. And you might notice that I did not bring out my board, which I typically use for rankings like these. That is because my printer broke. And so I was not able to print out the thumbnails or like the pictures of the music videos that I would use to rank them. So I'm just gonna use a, old-fashioned internet tier maker for this instead. Yeah, Bethany will return soon though.
Oh, mother. My mother.
All the tiers are named after lyrics from certain Taylor Swift songs. And the first one is going to be called I Threw Up on the Street, which is of course taken from Hits Different. This tier is pretty special because obviously this means that I do not like the music video that we're gonna be talking about, there's one, count them, one music video that's gonna land in this tier. So before I go any further, go into the comments and type out your prediction as to which music video that is. I kind of feel like it's obvious, but also I don't know. So yeah, just there's only one option, and I feel like most of you are gonna get it right, but anyway, have fun playing the predicting game, I guess. I don't know. The next tier is called I Forgot That You Existed. Pretty self-explanatory. The video is kind of forgettable. I just don't think about it often. The third tier is called I Almost Jumpin'. This is a lyric taken from Gold Rush. And this is for the music videos that I like. And like, I like elements of them, but I see room for change. I see things that could have been done differently. And that way, I probably would have liked the music videos more. The fourth tier is gonna be called Cause I See Sparks Fly Whenever You Smile. Of course, taken from Sparks Fly. This is for the music videos that make me happy, that I like, that I enjoy. They're fun, they're cute. I really like watching them. Not much to say. They are in like the top of the pack, but I do like them. This is probably where like my biased picks are also gonna be landing. And finally, the top tier for this video is called There's One Prize I'd Cheat to Win. Of course, taken from Willow. This music video is so good that if it was a prize at some imaginary contest, I would do my best to win it, even cheat. It's so phenomenal. Pure cinema, just like 10 out of 10. Yes, exactly. Okay, without further ado, let's get started with the debut era. The earlier eras of Taylor Swift's discography contain way more music videos than the later ones. So these sections are probably going to be the longest, specifically for Debut, Fearless, Speak Now, and then Red. Mostly because back then there were just like more incentive for music videos. You know, musical eras lasted longer, so you had a chance at multiple singles in one album, and thus we would get more music videos. We're starting with the very first music video of Taylor Swift's career, which is of course Tim McGraw. I don't really consider this video to be like peak of cinematography, especially in the Taylor Swift catalog. Like I don't. But honestly, at the same time, I don't care. I think if you know me, you know exactly why this music video appeals to me. The nature, the settings are genuinely beautiful. Like there's something so nostalgic about them. That lake, and then the field that they're like dancing in. I've been to places that are like similar to these at like summer camps and stuff like that. So they make me feel like insanely nostalgic. Also, this like late day in summer is just like so romantic, so beautiful, so whimsical. It's just like so freeing. I don't think the Tim McGraw music video is like the best thing ever, but I do really like it. It's simple, it does the job. It's very country, and I think it represents exactly what Taylor Swift was at her debut era. It really fits Debut to a T. It's such a perfect start to an era. And honestly, if that was a music video that my career started off with, I would be very, very happy about that. Like that's a very cute, low budget, but still very just like beautiful music video. I think the scenery of it is just like everything to me. So yeah, I like it. For the nostalgia of it all, and for the settings, and also for the song that accompanies it, because the song is really good, I am going to put this in the Sparks Fly Whenever You Smile tier. I don't think this is the best, but it makes me smile, and that's what's important. Up next, we have Teardrops on My Guitar. I believe that this is the first music video of hers where we actually get to see a story play out. And what you are going to learn about me in this video is that I really, really love storytelling in music videos. That's like one of my favorite things, and that's something that I'm going to talk a lot in this video, especially when we get to some of the later music videos. And listen, I don't typically really live for like the high school stuff, and there's a lot of that in her earlier catalog. So there are like good examples of it. There are also some more middling examples of it. There are music videos that just do it better than this one. They're more interesting, maybe offer a bit of a twist on the whole high school thing. This is not one of them. Like, it really gets better from here. You know, we get it, the guy sucks, but the video isn't really that interesting either way. On the other side though, I love that look when she's laying with the guitar. It's a classic look. And also I think it's a perfect image of her aesthetic at the time. Also, I really, really like this song, so I might be biased in that regard. Also, side note, why does the guy playing the love interest in this music video look so much like Liam Dunbar from Teen Wolf? I forgot the name of this actor. I'm sorry to this man. But like he really does. When you put the like side by side pictures, they look so alike. I don't know. Am I the only one who sees that? I definitely don't think I forgot about this video's existence because like it's pretty iconic, I would say, for Taylor's discography, for Taylor's catalog. But I do think that the I Almost Jump In tier is the most fitting one for here. It's cute. I guess it's iconic too. I just don't rewatch it often. The third music video of the debut era is, of course, our song. I said earlier that you cannot get more debut than the teardrops on my guitar look or also the aesthetic of Tim McGraw. But I think I kind of lied because like this look, specifically here with the phone and the nails, this is so teenage Taylor, like so debut coded. I love this look. That like almost Cinderella-like dress and then the orange one too. Man, she was like serving looks in this video. I've said already that I really like storyline-based music videos. This is not one of those. This is just one where she's like constantly serving. You know, she's on a porch door, then she's like with flowers, then she's singing a song, and then she's painting her nails. You know, there isn't much of a story, but it's still fun. She gives so much attitude in this. It's crazy. Like her presence is so good in this video. There's a reason why this is so iconic. The looks and the personality sell you on this video immediately. It's very charming and I do definitely see sparks fly whenever I watch it. I'm Only Me When I'm With You is up next. Another thing that you're gonna learn very, very soon about me is that I typically don't really enjoy videos that are just like a bunch of random footage or videos of things that could be played for like any song. There's a lot of that we have coming up, especially when it comes to tour videos, which that I'm gonna have like a separate rant on. But typically I don't like that. Let's just establish that. Okay, maybe it's not like random footage, but still, as a lover of storytelling, these ones just like don't interest me that much. But this one, however, I do find oddly charming. Also, it fits the song very well. It's footage of her with her like friends and family being goofy and having fun. Like, why would I not like that? I think for a song like this, it's actually the perfect video. I'd rather see like actual footage of her live than something that's like, you know, staged and she's acting in it. I don't really have much more to say about this one specifically, aside from the fact that I do find it incredibly cute and fun. I don't really rewatch it that often, but like I guess in the random footage montage category, it definitely wins for me. I'm gonna put this in the I Almost Jump In tier. We go to our fifth music video of the era, and that is of course Picture to Burn. Okay, Rebel Taylor, you better serve. This is where we see acting Taylor really, really shine. Like she's been present in other videos, you know, we've seen her, we've discussed her, she's been there. But I love her like little dialogue scene here. And again, the attitude that she serves, like there was something in the water around specifically Debut and Fearless where she was just so like confident, so like, you know, I don't know, it might be like the teenage like arrogance that I feel like everybody kind of has, but still it's so charming and really, really fierce. That look on the couch, like, yes, even though the hair is kind of crazy, like she looks like she's about to cause some chaos in like Real Housewives of Atlanta or something. I don't know who picked that hair for her. It's so matronly, but doesn't matter. Loved her and her like agents, friends, bandmates, I don't know, destroying the home of the guy who wronged her. Like, yes, punish him. Exactly. I kind of like the pettiness of this specific teenage era. It's just so fun. I think many people would consider it to be corny, but guess what? For me, it's fun. Also, corny is used as like such an insult when it really, really isn't. Like, sometimes corny stuff can also be enjoyable. I think that's actually the case for a few different music videos that we're going to discuss further in this video. There is a reason why this video is so iconic. It's a bit of a mess. Some might call it cringe, but I think it's kind of like the ultimate serve of the debut era. Listen, dare I say that it's a prize that I cheat to win. We go to our next music video, which is of course Should Have Said No. Okay, so don't kill me, don't crucify me. I didn't know Should Have Said No had a music video. I was like looking at the list and being like, huh? Should Have Said No. Do I remember that? And then I checked it on YouTube and turns out it does have a music video, but the music video is just a live performance from the Country Music Awards that they just labeled as a music video. I don't see that as a music video. I don't really want to like go into like technicalities here. I wouldn't count this as a music video. I would count it as a live performance because like sometimes live performances from award shows get uploaded to, you know, the YouTubes of different singers, performers, and it's like typically labeled as a live performance. She actually has a few of those that get labeled as music videos, whether they are like award show performances or tour performances. That was also a thing here. And I don't see that as a music video. So on that note, I'm already like, this shouldn't be here. If we were judging it based on the performance though, I mean, this is iconic. This performance is so good. And this is where we see that like Taylor Swift is a star. You know, she has the very famous outfit reveal from like the hoodie and the pants into that dress. She's dancing in the rain. There's that whole key change that she does for the final chorus, which is just so good. She was like 16 or 17 at the time. Like, wow, that was a serve. But again, this is not a music video for me. I don't hate it, therefore I'm not gonna put it in like the lowest tier. Again, that is reserved for a very specific music video that I very specifically dislike. I wonder if you guessed which one it is, but I will put this one, Should Have Said No, in the I Forgot That You Existed tier because I literally did. I remembered this performance. I didn't remember that it was labeled a music video. So I guess it kind of fits that tier. So for the technicality, it's gonna go there, but the performance I really, really love. But I don't know, let me know what you think about the whole like live performance labeled as music video thing, because like it's gonna come up later too, so I don't know. I'm interested to hear you guys out on that one. And the last video of the debut era goes to Beautiful Eyes. Will you guys crucify me? Again, I'm already asking that for the second time in this video. What's going on? But will you guys crucify me if I say that I didn't know that this existed? I would like to formally apologize. But listen, there's a reason for why I didn't know about this music video. It was distributed on DVD. It never made it to YouTube except for like other channels that uploaded it. It never made it to like the official YouTube channel of Taylor Swift. And need I remind you, I was like 1 year old or maybe even 2. I don't know. I don't know how old I was when this came out. So I had no way of getting it. So I just didn't know that this even existed. I knew of Beautiful Eyes, of course, the song and the stuff like I know that, but I did not know about this music video. Basically, it centers around the footage from Taylor's 18th birthday party, which is cool. Again, but I'm gonna keep it quick here. I already said how I feel about these types of videos. It's fantasy Taylor in different environments, but it doesn't have much rewatchability to it. It's not a story, but listen, it's cute to see. I just was never the type of person to care too much about these types of videos. Beautiful Eyes is gonna be landing in the I Forgot That You Existed tier, unfortunately. And with that, we have 7 music videos out of the way, and we can move on to the next era of Taylor Swift, which was, of course, Fearless.
See, this one even comes with a phone. See, so he can break up with other guys.
We made it to Fearless, and we're starting with a very, very quick one, which is, of course, Changed. The Change music video is cute. It's kind of like a pre-recorded performance in a way when you really think about it, but she serves in it. It's fun. The song is good. I did not remember this video whatsoever. I have seen it before because when I pressed play on it, I was like, okay, wait, I recognize this. I definitely recognize this, but I fully forgot that this existed. But then I also watched it back and was like, okay, I mean, was there really much to remember? It doesn't stand out in any way. It's not bad. And I would say like the blurriness of it is actually quite charming. It adds to the experience. And I like the band. Her look is great. And as I said, she ate that performance, but just I don't have the will to like visit this whatsoever. And I really like this song. I really do like Change. It's one of my favorite songs on Fearless. But it's just, you know, it's just a music video. It doesn't really do much for me, really. I'm gonna put this in the I Forgot That You Existed tier. Again, that tier is gonna be very populated in this video, come to think of it. But now we're moving on to the good food, because we're talking about Love Story. I think there's a reason why this video is so iconic. I think this is the first time we saw Taylor do something more over the top, more glamorous, with more fantasy. Most of her other videos were pretty like down to earth, with the possible exception of Picture to Burn or maybe Our Song. But here she gives you the fantasy of like Romeo and Juliet, was also delivering on her brand at the time, which was high school. I actually love that the story of this music video like centers around the Romeo and Juliet ball and like that specific relationship, but then comes back around to high school, and those two things are treated as like parallels. This is probably the best music video that we've had up until now. As I said, it has so much like fantasy to it. It really seems like a product of romanticizing life, imagining how much more magical it could be, and then coming back to like the mundane world of high school, but still finding joy and potential love in it. Not to mention the looks and the locations they used for this. Oh, that castle is so gorgeous. So are like the woods that she runs through at one point with like the lantern. That gown is iconic forever. Love Story is truly one of her best music videos, and I would say that stands true even today. She's made some that are more epic with bigger budgets, of course, but few manage to be like this iconic and culturally relevant. This video has to go into the prize I'd cheat to win tier. Like, it just has to. Where else would it go? The next video we're gonna go to is White Horse. So we go back from like the dreamy world of Love Story to the depressive reality of men being shit. Taylor is genuinely such a good actress. Like, in this video, she's going through things, and I feel you, girl. I would actually say that the vibe of this one is really, really good, in my opinion. It's this like gloomy, rainy day, and she's right after a very, I'd say, disappointing phone call. But then you get flashes of how happy she used to be with this guy. And then we get like a glimpse of how she found out that he was doing something. I don't know. I'm assuming he cheated. It's very simple, but the story it tells and the emotion it presents combined with the song really work for me. It really looks like a montage of clips of some like teen drama from the 2010s. Like, I could see this being scenes from like the first episodes of the first seasons of like The Vampire Diaries or Teen Wolf, or even like maybe something like Gossip Girl. I really like this music video. I would say that it's more on the like understated side, but it really, really works for me. And dare I say, sparks fly whenever I watch it. Crazier is up next, and this is another technicality, I guess. The thing about Crazier is that this is taken directly from the Hannah Montana movie, which, by the way, happy 20th anniversary to Hannah Montana. I believe that that is actually, I think, this week or the next week. I don't remember the date. I'm probably gonna watch this special. I don't know. I think it's gonna be fun. But is this a music video though? Like, I don't know. I think, again, it's a technicality, but I don't know if it counts. But if we disregard that, I actually like it. First of all, the song is just so good. Like, Crazier is such a good song. I was so jealous of the people that got to hear it as their surprise song during the Eras Tour. I was like, fuck. None of you deserve that. None. I should have gotten it. I don't care if Crazier at the Eras Tour happened to you. It should have happened to me. Well, that was very rude of me. I apologize. I'm so sorry. But also like how unapologetically country it is. This is a country song. She's been doing country music for a while now, but I don't know if any of her music videos feel that country to me, with the possible exception of Tim McGraw. Anyways, I don't really see this as a music video. It's a movie performance for me. However, damn, I'm conflicted. Because like, I really like it though. I think this is an I almost jump in tier situation, because I almost do. Wait, that's another song. Maybe I should have named the tier I almost do. Should I just change the name? You know what? Fuck it. We're changing the name. That tier is now called I Almost Do. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. That was stupid of me. I apologize. But now we go to You Belong With Me. Hello? Like, yes, this is so iconic. Every single part of this music video is forever cemented in history. The t-shirt, you have the signs that they show through the windows, you have the school like orchestra band, I don't know what that is. It's so joyful, it's so whimsical, so charming and so youthful. What can you dislike about it? Genuinely, name one thing. The story of this like nerdy girl falling for a guy in a relationship with another girl who might not be treating him as good as he probably deserves, but then him, you know, realizing what's best for him is a classic. Although I do kind of think that it might have given some fuel to like the not like other girls type of people, which I don't know about that. I also don't think that like it's that big of a problem. It's slight, not like Other Girls' Energy. And I mean, I think this song definitely has that, but I wouldn't call it that big of a problem. I think the message is very positive. You know, if you're authentic and kind to others, they might, you know, repay that kindness. Also, this is the first time that we see brunette Taylor in a music video. I love whenever she shows up. This has to go into the prize I cheat to win. Next, we go to the best day. I've talked before about music videos that consist of like footage of life or something else as ones that I personally don't like, but I'm gonna contradict myself once more because I think the topic of growing up in childhood in music specifically, or actually just in any media, is something that's very, very special for me. And I mean, spoiler alert, but there might be a video coming next week that kind of might have something to do with that. So be on the lookout for that. But to see a music video like this, specifically for the best day out of all the songs, not gonna lie, it does kind of move me. It's such a pure message of just like love and appreciation. It's just, how could you hate it? I am a sentimental bitch. I cannot help it. One of my favorite observations from this video is how Taylor still says the "thank you for saying that," just like she was little. That is so cute. This is such a love letter to her parents, but also to the childhood that they gave her. I really appreciate it. It's such a just like, I don't know, such a pure representation of just love. Also, if you need any convincing towards this specific music video, go into the comment section of it. Just go there and thank me later because you will start crying. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks Fly tier. I don't think this is the best music video of her career, but I personally find myself very attached to it. And now we've made it to the last music video of the Fearless era, which is of course 15. And funnily enough, this was her 14th music video. Honestly, I do kind of find that funny. Like, come on. This one, I kind of don't have an opinion about, to be honest. The opening shot of this music video, this is like the most 2009 thing I've ever seen. And because of that, I do find that charming. The editing and the effects they use probably didn't age well. Probably they did not age well, but still they give such a like nostalgic vibe. This only could have been produced in 2009 and I cannot really bring myself to hate it. It's a period piece. It kind of looks like an intro to some like show, come to think of it. I love this video specifically for the Abigail cameo. Low-key, I think the vibe of 15 works so well specifically because of how the song kind of plays around with the idea of naivety. It just forms a very cohesive image in my head, and I like that. I cannot really bring myself to say much about it though. It's kind of just there for me. I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier. And with that, we have officially closed off the Fearless era and we can move on to Speak Now.
You are not too short for me. I don't care what your mother says.
We start off the Speak Now era with Mine. I mean, what a music video. But also what a way to like level up the storytelling that her audience was used to at the time. Mine presents such a more mature take on love and the difficulties of it. You know, we have the bills to pay, nothing to figure out in the lyrics, but also the music video kind of reflects that. You have the flashbacks of her parents fighting. You also have the hardships, buying a house, having a family. It's no longer just high school crushes. It's like the real thing that we're talking about now. I think it's told very well in my opinion. It's just very, very good. That set with like the pictures in the woods specifically is instantly memorable, but also shows that there's more perspective to this specific love. Like we're looking at this person's entire life and where they're gonna be in the future, not just like them in high school and them being like popular or cute or whatsoever. You're thinking more about this person, but also realizing how much you've overcome to be able to love them, including how you were raised. It's so good. Also, the people who got mad at her recently for singing about wanting a family on Wishlist specifically, girl, she's been wanting a family for a while now. Like, you might want to watch this video because this was posted in like 2010. How are you surprised? Girl, I really, really love this video. It's very good. It looks gorgeous. It shows more maturity. It's amazing. I really love it. And dare I say, it's a prize that I would cheat to win. Then we go from a very, very happy song like mine that I really love, to a very depressing song like Back to December, which I also really love. This is kind of the reverted version of White Horse because it's kind of the same like gloomy atmosphere as White Horse, but here she's not the one that has been wronged, she's the one that messed up. I also like, you know, the winter of it all, you know, December. However, this video is just 5 minutes of Taylor and the actor who plays the love interest, pacing against the walls, walking dramatically, looking sad, sitting on the floor or on some benches. Like literally the entire video is just Taylor is sitting in a corner being sad. The guy is walking through the snow also looking sad, so on and so forth. Yeah, it fits the song, I guess, but also kind of boring. I like this music video, but honestly on my rewatch of it, for this video specifically, I was kind of let down. I was like, especially comparing it to some of the other music videos specifically from the Speak Now era, I was like, okay, I mean, sure, I guess. I don't really think it's that great. I didn't forget about its existence. Like, how could I? It's Back to December. Of course I do remember. But I will put it in the I almost do tier because I like the aesthetic of it, but that's kind of it. That's kind of the extent of what I like about it. We go from Back to December to Mean. This music video is kind of iconic and honestly a sneak favorite of mine from the Speak Now era. I just always enjoy Petty Taylor, and there's something about her in this video specifically where she just looks dead in the camera and is like, try me and I'll live for that. She has so much attitude here that was kind of needed to sell the song, honestly, visually, and I think it was perfect. The way specifically she delivers that and a liar, empathetic, and alone in life and mean line, too good. Also, that Broadway singer look is just so phenomenal. I kind of feel like that's where the showgirl Taylor was kind of born. Like that's the first real like showgirly look that we see from her. People were like, oh my god, Showgirl was born in the Bejeweled music video. I'm like, nah. Did you watch this one? Obviously, her roots are here. I think it tells a very important and also underappreciated story, how the people you once bully and think are not worth anything can actually change the world and become great. And you can overcome your bullies. You can focus and you can become better than them. You can succeed and they're gonna fade away into obscurity. I think the anti-bullying message of it stands true even today. And I think it's always great to have that. And the way it ends with her singing this song to this little girl to encourage her is just so cute. So cute. I like this music video a lot. I like how theatrical some of the sets are, specifically the one with the train tracks and also the Broadway one. The way they just look is so cool in my opinion. This music video is perfect and dare I say, it's a prize I cheat to win. We go from Mean to The Story of Us. And what if I said this is her best music video that's themed around high school? What then? I mean, I don't know if it's a high school necessarily. I mean, it could be a high school, I guess. My high school kind of looked like that, so that's why I'm saying this. But it could also be like a university or something. I don't know. Or just a library. I'm gonna count it as a high school one though, because I need to support my claim that I just made. So it's a high school music video now. I really love the vibe of this one. It's like this very studious place. It's kind of giving uni, like old building with huge libraries, kind of like some like university decay or something. It's such a fresh vibe for a music video from Taylor, in my opinion. That setting itself is enough to sell me. There's so much passion in this video. Like Taylor is throwing herself on these bookshelves. There's the very fast pace of the shots in the last part. I also love that they do the next chapter thing or the chapter 1 in the way they do it. That is very, very smart and definitely needed. Also that ending with Taylor closing the book like this. I give 10s when 10s are due. Dare I say this is very much a Sparks Fly type of music video. Oh yeah, and speaking of Sparks Fly, that's the next music video. This music video was just fully formed out of tour footage and some other behind the scenes stuff. It's cute, it's fun, it probably means a lot to the people who got to go to the Speak Now tour. I didn't, I was 6 years old, but also I don't come back to videos like these. I just don't. I don't find tour music videos that interesting. I really don't. It's cool to see some footage from the shows. I think that's always cool to see, especially when it's like in good quality. Or maybe you can also maybe learn something about like You can also maybe like learn something about the behind the scenes of it all. But that's where the appeal ends for me. And that's a very like one way, and that's a very like one-time thing too. Like you watch it, you pick it up, and then you never watch it again. I don't think of this as a music video. I think of it as a montage of some moments from the tour. That's kind of it. And because of this, I'm gonna put this in the I Forgot That You Existed tier. From the Sparks Fly music video, we go to Hours. I'm gonna be honest, again, I completely forgot that this music video existed, but I was actually pleasantly surprised when I watched it. I was like, oh my God, I remember this music video, and I didn't remember it being like that good. Cool. I like the setting of the office and how horrible it seems, and the contrast of this like pretty, you know, unfriendly, vacant workplace with how this person makes you feel. You get the like basic storytelling also through colors, because this place is like very gray and just like uninteresting, not colorful. But then you get the footage of the actual person and how, you know, they spend some time together, and it's so bright, so colorful. The office though, I mean, I think you should fire like an HR complaint girl, because this is not acceptable behavior in an office. Like, what do you mean someone spilled coffee on your desk and then it's flowing like paper planes on you? It's honestly pretty relatable. Like sometimes you do have to just go to work or wherever else, school, uni, survive, but then you come back home to something that makes you feel better. The only problem for me is the actual song that is given here, because I'm gonna be honest, I never really liked Hours, mostly because I knew who this was about, or, well, allegedly who this was about. And I don't think this man deserves that kind of song, especially considering what we hear later on a certain track on Midnight's 3 a.m. edition. Like maybe we could not actually. So yeah, that kind of makes me slightly uncomfortable whenever I watch this music video, because I'm like, it's cute, but also I'm in the back of my mind, I see that person. I'm like, oh my God, maybe let's not actually. I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier. And now we go to Safe and Sound. We finally made it to the music video for her Hunger Games song, which by the way, in a week or two, actually, no, in 2 weeks, there might be a video landing on my channel that might have something to do with the Hunger Games. So again, be on the lookout for that. I'm doing so much promo for my channel. Just please subscribe. Please subscribe. And please watch my videos. They're very cool. I think. I don't know. I like my videos. I hope you like them too. Anyway, back to Safe and Sound. I like this video because of the way that it's built. You know, the first 2 minutes are basically just Taylor walking through this kind of dead forest. But as the song builds, so does the video. We see fire, an abandoned house, a Mockingjay pin, which of course a reference to the Hunger Games, so on and so forth. It definitely presents this like feeling of doom and despair that is everywhere in the Hunger Games. So on that front, I think it does a good job. It's not my favorite music video of hers, but also it has that air about it that I really, really appreciate. I think I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier. And now we have made it to the I Can See You music video, which was of course released as part of the Taylor's version release. And I have some opinions about it. Why this song? Like how does this song, how does I Can See You fit the whole spy breaking into the vault theme? How? This is a song about tension, like a specific kind of tension, if you know what I mean. I could see you up against the wall with me, not in the vault with me. It's cute on the like sentimental level because you have the cameos, you have the Easter eggs, you have the references to the original Speak Now era, you have the 1980s over here as well. But just why? Like this was exciting because of the Easter eggs and the cool things and the cameos, but it just, that's it. That's literally it. As a music video lover, I love music videos. I don't remember the last time I watched this music video. Well, well, I did watch it for this video when I was taking notes, but like before that, I don't remember the last time when I watched it. I really don't. It does not have much rewatchability to it, in my opinion, because once you see it, you're like, okay, I've seen the cameos, I've seen the Easter eggs. That's incredibly cool. Why this song though? How does this relate to the story? And the answer is it doesn't. Dare I say, when you take away the casting, it's one of the most forgettable videos that she's ever released. I actually do forget about this all the time. Did I forget it existed though? Yeah, Yeah, I kind of did. We are 22 music videos in and only 3 eras complete. That's what I was talking about. Like, she used to drop so many of these, but now we move on to an era that I think has the most music videos, if I'm not mistaken, especially if you count the Taylor's version one. Red. We start the Red era off with We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. Can I be brave and bold today? Can I be vulnerable in the chat and say that I don't like this one? Taylor's performance in it is very good. I love her acting in this one, but the video is just kind of... Well, it doesn't make me feel anything except for like cringe, but not in a good way, honestly. I think it's corny and that's fine, but there are better corny videos in her catalog. Like, we can do better than this. I like the aesthetic of it. It almost reminds me of like one of those shows like Friends, kinda. It's kind of that vibe to me, but yeah, I don't rewatch it often. I find it difficult to like say nice things about it. I just low-key don't think about it at all. Also, I hate that the band dressed up as animals, because some of them genuinely look so creepy. Like, there's this one guy that has like the big, like, it's not like a smoky eye. He's like a lot of like black paint around his eyes. He looks like someone that you would not walk up to on the street. Like, you would be going as far away as you can, 10 feet distance at least. I'm gonna put this in the I forgot that you existed tier. I mean, I didn't forget about its existence. I remembered, but I maybe wish that I could forget about its existence, actually, because I really don't like this music video. It's not the worst music video that we're gonna tackle though, because that one is coming up pretty soon, actually. Now we go to Begin Again. Emily in Paris wishes she was this iconic. This like French cafe aesthetic with like the filters on it, this like muted look, and also all of the outfits in it. It's just so like how Americans see France. And in this case, I'm actually not mad at it at all, because this is like very, very accurate to that aesthetic, to the point that it's actually like charming. I'm not mad at it at all. Firstly, because I really like this song. I think it's one of my favorites off of Red, but also, I don't know, it just looks good. And Taylor really fits that vibe too. Like, she sells that. Aside from that and the aesthetic of it, I don't think there's much to talk about with this music video, honestly. Like, it's just kind of there. But I do find it very cute. I don't dislike it, of course, but I also don't think of it too often. This is one of the most like forgettable ones, especially of the Red era, because you have a couple really, really big heavy hitters this era. And yeah, this one just kind of doesn't pack a punch, I would say. I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier. Oh wait, that's a Red song. Maybe I'm smart after all. We go from Begin Again to I Knew You Were Trouble. I love the way that this video starts. Like, it's this montage of how they met, what they've been through, with Taylor narrating over it, telling us some things about this relationship and the fact that it was like doomed from the start because they shined too bright. This waking up in a wasteland after a long night and suddenly everything comes back to you and you realize you're still fucked. Like, that's kind of relatable. That montage, of course, continues later because we see the full story of how once everything was perfect and they were so happy and in love, and then turns out this person was kind of problematic, and well, she should have known that he was trouble. This is kind of the most like adult music video of hers until this point. This guy gets into a fight in that music video. She has a full-on mental breakdown. It's definitely a step further from like the Begin Again of it all. I really like this music video. I would say it's quite iconic, and I really like this like vibe for Taylor specifically. There's something about that specific hair on her that I'm like, I don't know who styled that, but like, props to you. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks Fly tier. Yeah. And now we go to 22, which is a song that I'm gonna be posting a lot next year when I turn 22. This one, I don't quite have an opinion about. It's just kind of there for me. I do find it cute though. Like, it's very cute. It's exactly what this song needed. I think that's the main thing about this music video. 22 doesn't need an elaborate music video with storytelling and incredible cinematic shots or just like Easter eggs or whatever. No, it needs like a fun, dance party music video. That's what it needs. And that's what it got. But also like, that isn't too interesting. So I guess it's a double-edged sword because the music video really, really fits the song, but also as a result, it's not that interesting to me. The 22 look, of course, is iconic, especially now because of the Eras tour and, you know, that being one of the looks during the actual Red set, which I'm so happy that she referenced that. Like that's so cool. But still, I don't really rewatch this music video at all. Like, it doesn't really make me feel anything aside from like, okay, this is cute, this is fun, cool. Moving on. It's just there for me. So I'm gonna put this very controversially in the I forgot that you existed tier. We go to Everything Has Changed. That's the next music video. And this one I very like. Yeah, this one I like a lot. First of all, it's just gorgeous. Like the way it was shot, the colors they use, like, okay. It's a beautiful music video. This is a very cute story of, you know, two kids becoming friends, bonding, maybe even experiencing, you know, their first love. And I find that very, very charming. I also love that they look like younger Ed and Taylor. And also the fact that Ed and Taylor later show up in this music video as parents. Like, that's very fun. There are a lot of scenes in this music video that are really, really good. Specifically, the dance scene is one of my favorites. And also the one in the tent with the lights. That one is just very cute. I love tents like these with these like little lights. I think it's so just like atmospheric. It's so cool. I also really enjoy the fact that this kind of got like a continuation in the form of Joker and the Queen, which, okay, I don't think anyone has really talked about that specific music video and song since it was released. I feel like the entire fandom just collectively forgot about it because, again, it wasn't like really that incredible, but the music video was good. At least I thought so. I'm gonna put Everything Has Changed in the Sparks Fly tier. This is definitely one of those that I personally really, really adore. I don't know about the opinion of the rest though, so I think this is the best place I can give it. Now we're gonna be doing a bit of a speed round because we go to Red and then The Last Time, and they are kind of in a similar boat, so we're just gonna speed through that. At this point, you guys know how I feel about these tour footage videos. Again, gonna repeat myself. Lovely to see. It's probably way cooler if you went to the Red tour. Again, I didn't go. I was like 8 years old. So I don't find that really that interesting. It's cool to see. It just doesn't stay in my head too long. It doesn't have much rewatchability to it. It's just there. I always think of the Red music video as like the promo for Red when she was like, you know, like swinging on like pieces of material and like revealing parts of like a room, and the entire thing was red, and then Red was playing in the background. And that's not a music video, that's just like a promo video. And I wish that was a music video though, because it would look very cool. I'm gonna give this I Forgot That You Existed tier, deservedly so, I think. And then The Last Time, again, I kind of same thing. The only difference here is that this is not like tour footage specifically. This is a live performance from the Red tour, which got labeled as a music video. Is it a good performance? Yeah, I guess it's fine. This is one of my favorite songs off of Red, actually. But like this performance, honestly, like the more I think about it, the more like, is it actually that good? I don't know. Them just sitting on these like stools for 2/3 of this performance, I'm like, okay, I'm glad that you're comfortable, right? I don't know. It's just so forgettable. Again, I didn't even know this existed and that this was like labeled as a music video. I always thought of this as a live performance. Turns out this is a music video. I'm like, no, this is not a music video. This is a live performance from the Red tour. Can we be more specific with the way we label things? Because this is not a music video to me. I Forgot That You Existed here. Again, deservedly so. Now, this run of music videos has been slightly underwhelming, so I think you're going to be happy to hear that we are moving on to something that's much better. And that is, of course, the music video that was released as part of the Red Taylor's version drop, which is, of course, I Bet You Think About Me. This is in a very close race to be my favorite music video of Taylor's discography. Catalog, doesn't matter. This might be my favorite music video of hers. It's just so good. This is peak storytelling, insane cinematography, some of the best looks we've ever seen her in. We have incredible shots. You have some of the best ideas that Taylor has ever presented. It's so good, so ridiculously good. And I feel sad that more people like don't talk about it and don't recognize how insane of a music video this is. Like, it's so so phenomenal. I kind of feel like maybe the All Too Well short film kind of overshadowed this music video because I believe it came out like literally a week before. And, you know, that's, you know, the critically acclaimed visual that came along with the Red TV era, which, I mean, maybe it did. It definitely did overshadow I Bet You Think About Me. But I really think that I Bet You Think About Me stands on its own as like a very, very cool and just beautifully crafted piece of visual media. And I'm gonna be brave here. I think that this is my favorite thing to come out of the Red Taylor's version era. That scene where she's in this like red dress and plays the guitar is forever engraved in my head. I love the concept of this like past love of this man haunting him even on his wedding day. She's causing disruption, teaching children how to flip people off. She's destroying the cake. She's painting everything red. I mean, duh. And then he dances with her for the last time and she leaves him. She is free from him, but he will never be completely free from her. She is above him and he still thinks about her. This music video is perfection, actual perfection. I will watch it constantly. It's just so good. The last minute of it is dead ass Oscar worthy to me. Immaculate. You cannot get better than this. Prize I cheat to win here immediately. This is probably... Now we move on to number 31 on the music video list, which is still gonna be in the Red era, and that is All Too Well, because I decided to count it as a music video for the purposes of this video. I felt like it would be very weird not to include All Too Well, considering of like how iconic it is. Yes, this is a short film, but like I feel like it needs to be included here. I might just do it out the gate. This is obviously going to the Prize I Cheat to Win tier because this is like one of the best things she's ever created. Like, duh. This short film is truly a masterclass of cinema. And it's just, I'm so happy that she won so many things for it and it had like such critical acclaim. Like, it was so deserved. This short film is genuinely so beautiful. It was shot beautifully. The acting of Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien is so good. The way she plays with the colors here and how it all starts with this like very bright autumn with these beautiful orange and red colors. And then as we go along with this relationship, it becomes darker, it becomes colder. That fight in the middle, so good. But also I am on the side of Sadie's character because that man is kind of an asshole. That scene of her crying when her face basically turns red, I will never forget seeing that for the first time because I was like, girl, are you okay? Like, there was 1 second in my brain where I forgot that she was like acting. I was like, oh my God, who hurt her? The time skip and of course, you know, red hair, Taylor appearing at the book event and him also watching from the outside. That was so crazy. Like he still thinks about her. Everything comes back around to I Bet You Think About Me. That's why it's the best music video ever. Exactly. This was so good though. Also shout out to the short film specifically because this is probably the one thing that led Taylor Swift to be on the Directors on Directors for Variety, which is probably my favorite interview of hers ever. Like her conversation there is just so insightful and also so smart. And I love her, just hearing her talk about her craft like that. It's so like, you can learn so many things from that specific interview. And that is all because of All Too Well. So I think we should be thankful. Again, I already gave this a tier. Of course, this is the highest tier you can possibly get because duh, this is iconic. And I think this is a perfect way to end the Red era. We are 31 music videos in, only 26 to go. And we're now moving on to the next era in Taylor Swift's discography, which is of course 1989. We are going to be starting things off with Shake It Off. Shake It Off is kind of like the 22 of 1989 in the sense that it's cute, it's fun. It doesn't do much for me, but I would say that it has more, I cannot speak, rewatchability to it than 2022. What is going on? Than 22 has. It has more rewatchability than 22 has. Okay, I formed the sentence. Great. Let's go. You might not be the best at something, but as long as you keep dancing, keep going, and it makes you feel happy, you should never stop. Never give up. Just do you, be happy, be joyful, be whimsical. And if anyone has anything to say about it, just shake it off. It's a very famous music video, and I think there's a reason for that. It's like, it's just so whimsical and so corny, but it's also so carefree, I feel like. And that's the one thing that really sells me on this music video specifically, is just like how freeing it feels. Like it's just people dancing. It's a feeling of community and of just like this, not being afraid to be yourself. And I think that's always cool to see. It's a classic and I don't think you can really hate it. It's just so joyful and carefree. Like how could you hate it? Even though, of course, I don't think this is her best music video, I still find it fun, and that's all that it kind of needs to be for me. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks Fly tier. And now we move on to the real deal of 1989, and that is, of course, Blank Space. This is where we get the cinematography of 1989, I would say, because this music video is so perfect, so iconic. Everything. The slow crash out of Taylor and how crazy she goes, just like destroying everything, crying, screaming, crying, throwing up, breaking furniture and paintings. It resonates so well with the message of the song. She really plays so much into the fact that people think of her as this like serial people dater and also a psycho, apparently. She said, let me make that a character, and she delivered on that. The setting with like the palace and the gardens is so beautiful, perfect, clean, all of that. But then she goes around destroying it, and the man, well, the only thing he cares about is real estate and the fact that his property is getting damaged when, you know, there's this person that he clearly did something to. Or maybe he didn't. Maybe she went crazy. Who knows? This is such a good music video, though. It's so perfect. Like, I don't think you could make a more perfect music video for Blank Space. It really is one of her best. And I'm saying that as an objective fact. I think this is one of her best music videos to date. And of course, it's gonna land in the highest tier possible, the prize I would cheat to win. We're kind of storming through it right now, and now we're gonna be moving to style. This music video to me is slightly weird. Also, before we even start talking about it, the fact that the actor who plays the love interest here is the same actor who plays Jace in Shadowhunters. Kind of funny to me for some reason. I don't know why. It was a weird show though. Why am I even talking about this? Sorry. Style. The music video consists of shots of Taylor and Mr. Jace, as I'm gonna call him, because I do not remember his name. I'm, again, very, very sorry to that man. The shots are either overly lit or very dark, and they flow into each other. You have like some projections on them or on the walls, and then you have like some reflections and some transitions that are kind of weird. I think parts of it are very, very cool, especially with the mirrors. Like, I think that specifically, there was that one moment when she like holds the mirror piece and it has like her eyes on it, and then she like turns her head. That's very, very cool. But aside from like the visuals, which are still suspicious in places, what is there in this music video? Like, is there a story? Because I don't see one. Is there more of a purpose to this music video aside from the shots of two people? I don't think so. I'm gonna be bold and I'm gonna put the style music video in I Almost Do. Again, the song is iconic. The music video though, kind of meh for me. We go to Bad Blood next, and this is one of those that I would say people definitely consider to be more corny, more cringe, but I kind of think it's fierce. The amount of cameos, like the fight scenes, explosions, the weird technology, like it all makes Bad Blood very, very fun to watch. She's over there training to fight Selena Gomez and does some weird shit in the way there, like with some pointless stuff, some stuff that is there just to look cool. And guess what? I still eat it up. Like, I'm sorry, I'm a sucker for this like badass agent type of stuff that doesn't really make sense. Like, it just kind of really, really works for me. I like that stuff. It's a lot of fun to watch. It's great entertainment. It's stupid, but it's really fun and visually appealing. It's just not very serious, fun, cunty, everything you would need. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks Fly territory, actually. Yeah. The next music video of the 1989 era is, of course, Wildest Dreams. This song has always been one that the fandom loves, but I don't really necessarily love it as much as the fandom does. Like, I always thought it was cute, but I never really got like obsession over it. However, this music video does change things for me. This movie star like 50s, 60s, like it's actually kind of hard for me to pinpoint the decade, but that isn't important. That kind of aesthetic is just so good. Movie star Taylor is incredible, and she also kind of looks like Elizabeth Taylor. Is that an Easter egg for the Elizabeth Taylor music video? Is that it? I don't know. The story of falling for a co-star on a film set and then things getting really dicey is really interesting, and I think combined with this aesthetic forms a very beautiful and also compelling music video. Also, side note, it's a crime that this version of Wildest Dreams has not been released on streaming. Like, that final chorus is so good. If it only sounded like that, I would stream it more. Yeah, I loved the Wildest Dreams music video. The looks in it are just like, just for the looks of it, I'm gonna watch it. And the safari stuff, it's really, really good. I really like watching it. And also, it's great to just hear that specific version of Wildest Dreams because it's just better. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks Flight here. Yeah. And now we go to Out of the Woods. I like this music video a lot, honestly, especially, knowing what the metaphor here is. She's running through the woods, the ice, falling from cliffs, running from wolves. She went through it. She's running through this uncertain terrain of the relationship, the woods, the trenches, if you will. Sometimes the editing of it, I feel like, is a bit much, but that's also very, I don't know, I feel like it's very decade accurate. I feel like a lot of music videos looked similarly to this one around this time. It was a lot of CGI, just weird effects to make it look more cool. And sometimes it actually does look more cool. And I would say in this case, it does. I like the editing in it, and I also think Taylor's acting in it is very, very good. She gives it her best. The way it loops around is also very, very cool. We start and end at the exact same point, and it's so cool. I don't really think too much about this video, to be honest, but I think it's cool. Yeah, it's cool. There's just that. I think I'm just gonna put it in the Sparks Flight here. We have 2 more music videos to go for the 1989 era, and the next one is New Romantics. This is gonna be quick. This is another tour footage video, and we know how I feel about those. It's cool. It doesn't stand out to me. Gonna keep it quick. This is another resident of the I forgot that you existed tier. I literally did not remember it existing. And me remembering that it exists didn't really change much, because it's just a tour video, And the last music video of the 1989 era is, of course, I Don't Want to Live Forever. This one is kind of another technicality, but not for the reasons that you think. Mostly for the reasons of the era. I'm gonna choose to put it here in the 1989 era and not in the Reputation era, because I really want to start Reputation with Look What You Made Me Do. It's kind of in the transition process, but I'm gonna rank it here. I Don't Want to Live Forever is not one of my favorites, honestly. Actually, okay, I'm gonna be brave. I think this is boring. It looks nice aesthetically. I like the darker colors they use here, but it's literally just them performing the song, destroying stuff, looking depressed or angry, and okay, sure. You're in a big, expensive hotel and you're destroying stuff because you're mad about something. I hope you pay back for the things that you destroyed, though, because that would be pretty rude if you didn't. This is kind of, Reputation coded, as I said, but most Reputation music videos are more interesting than this to me, and because of that, I have more to say about them. This one, I just kind of don't. It's just there. I'm gonna put this in the I forgot that you existed, actually. I don't think of this music video whatsoever, actually at all. But speaking of Reputation, that is actually the next era that we're gonna be landing in, so let's just go. Music video number 40 is Look What You Made Me Do. Iconic. Taylor Swift invented comebacks. Even the comeback of Jesus wasn't as iconic as this one. This music video and how openly it shatters everything we knew about Taylor up until that point. Just this is game changing. It's badass. It's cool. Every shot has a meaning. Every shot has a dig at someone, an Easter egg. It's all very pointed and targeted, and that makes it so much more enjoyable. It's so angry. There are still Easter eggs that I feel like we don't really know what they mean in this. There's so many. Every shot has dozens of them. For example, you can think more about the metaphor of the cage that she's in. You can think about the words in Latin that are in the snake room, or you can think about the gunshot in the bath jewel scene. Also, that zombie look is probably one of the most shocking looks of her career. Imagine you wake up one morning and you see Taylor Swift dressed up as a zombie, looking like this. Ooh, girl, what happened? This is one for the history book. I don't think you can't really make anything more iconic than Look What You Made Me Do, especially because of the circumstances around it. Like, it's just, you can't outdo this. It's also a constant rewatch for me. So yeah, it has to go to the prize I cheat to win tier. We go from that one to Ready For It. Okay, I do think that this music video is very cool, right? Exactly, like the effects are crazy, the production value is high, the sci-fi of it all looks very good, I feel like. However, I also do see glimpses of like a cool story being crafted here, but I kind of think they overdid it. Like, there's so much going on in this music video to the point that it leaves very little room for the actual story. And as a result, I kind of have it confused. The Taylor in captivity at one point is sitting on a mechanical horse, and then 10 seconds later, she's like in an armor. She breaks free. There's like electricity and like thunders and shit. And like, yeah, it looks good, but why? What's the point of her sitting on a horse? What do all these cool CGI tricks tell us? Do they tell us anything? I don't think so. Not much. This video is meant to be cool to look at, but I think because of that, it feels random in places. And as a result, I don't feel the need to come back to it too often. I'm so happy that this wasn't the first video for the Reputation era, because imagine though, like, I don't think this has any just like, you cannot compare it to Look What You Made Me Do in terms of iconicness. It's just kind of there. I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier because there are fun parts about it, and definitely it looks good. It's very, very visually appealing, but yeah, the story of it is kind of weird. Okay, next up we have Endgame, which is the one very forgettable music video of this era. This is kind of similar to I Don't Want to Live Forever in the sense that it's very boring. The entire video is just Taylor traveling different places to drive a fancy car with Future or party somewhere with Ed Sheeran, dance in a club, rap a verse here and there, drink. Okay, you watched it once, you don't have to watch it ever again because there's just not much to it. Cool, noted, moving on. This look when Taylor is rapping though, fierce as hell. This is gonna be a quick one. I don't really like the Endgame music video. I'm just gonna put it in the I forgot that you existed because most of the time I did. Most of the time I don't even remember that Endgame as a song exists. So that's one thing. But this music video is just so like, okay, sure, we're vibing in different cities and being like cool or mysterious and dark whatsoever. No, not for me. We go from Endgame, which is one of the weakest music videos, especially of like modern Taylor, I would say, to Delicate. This is the one music video that I meant when I was talking about I Bet You Think About Me as a potential favorite of mine, because it truly is very, very close between those two. I think right now, I Bet You Think About Me kind of edges out Delicate. That was a weird wording of that, but whatever. But I do think Delicate is my second favorite, but it's close. This is such a simple yet genius concept, which still managed to go directly over some people's heads, especially considering, you know, the dance scene from this music video goes viral every month on Twitter, and people are like, oh my God, you paid money to go and see this? I'm like, yes, because this woman has a mind of a genius. You have the concept of her gaining invisibility, and that finally makes her feel free. She can do what she wants. She can look stupid. She can look as ridiculous as she wishes. The layers to this. Also, this being the music video for the Reputation era specifically, and that era starting after no one saw her physically for a year. Like, the dots are connecting themselves at this point. She also, I believe, later said that that was almost like a way of freedom for her. This music video is actually so peak. I've watched it thousands of times, and each time I have new little details that I find somewhere hidden in the music video that I obsess over. It's so peak, and it's definitely a prize that I would cheat to win. With that, we have made it out of the Reputation era, and we can transition into the Lover era, which presented us with some music videos that are well, we made it here. The music video for me. I dislike this one heavily. I don't really hate the song that much. It's not incredible. It's also not like that bad. It's listenable to me. This music video though, they went too far with this. I'm sorry, I do not like this whatsoever. The entire aesthetic of this music video is just unicorn vomit and the ugliest pastels you've ever seen in your life. It's so much to digest every time I watch it, and it's never pleasant. It's harsh on the eyes, really. It's so kitsch and just not anything I would ever enjoy. We go from like jumping with suitcases, we dance on like heart-shaped stage, there's green pastel marching band, you have Brendan Urie proposing to her with a cat at the top of a unicorn-shaped statue with actual mane out of like flowing rainbow. Taylor's dress is made of goo. What the actual fuck is going this? It genuinely looks like something that you would see after you take an edible or something. It's just, oh my God. Not to go there, but parts of this video look like something that people would now generate with AI and are gonna post to Facebook and are gonna be like, wow, look, I just made this video of a woman wearing a dress made entirely out of water. Look, this is so impressive. No, big no. If at the beginning of the video you typed in the comments that the one video that will end up in the I threw up on the street tier would be me, give yourself a pat on the back, girl, because you guessed correctly. This is landing in the I threw up on the street tier. This is the only resident of that tier. Hate this video. Hate this video. Not for me. Very, very bad. And now we can move on to one that I enjoyed definitely more, although I do also have some qualms about it. But whatever. You Need to Calm Down is next. Now that I'm thinking about it, the single run for Lover was kind of diabolical, because how do you go from me to You Need to Calm Down to Lover to the man? How was Cruel... Doesn't matter. I think this is one of those music videos that people consider to be, you know, quite cringe, and I kind of agree, but I don't think it's like in a bad way. I kind of enjoy it actually. It's nice to see, you know, a big... At the time, she was a big pop star. She wasn't the biggest pop star on the planet, but it's nice to see her, you know, display this amount of allyship that makes you cringe because of how over the top it is. There's something charming about that. And also, let's not forget that this video was part of a petition that she managed to get, I believe, like, what, 20 or no, I think it was 200,000, you know, signatures on, and that was also talked about in the Miss Americana documentary. So yeah, I'm not mad at it at all. I think this video is honestly a lot of fun, and especially for like the cameos and stuff, although some of them are kind of crazy, because like, what do you mean RuPaul is in this music video? RuPaul? That's crazy. When is Taylor gonna guest judge on RuPaul's Drag Race? I'm asking, because like, we've been waiting. When is it gonna happen, and when are we gonna make it happen? Like, Taylor, hello. I want to see that. Although some of these cameos are a bit of a jump scare for me, like Ellen or Todrick Hall. Well, I think the main critique of this music video is basically how stereotypical it feels, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I think stereotypes can sometimes be good, and I do also think that it's very joyful regardless, and that it does its job pretty well. It's very like 2010s level of woke, and I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of missed that era actually. Can we go back to that? Now everybody on the internet is just racist, misogynistic, or homophobic, and is making excuses for it, but like, no. Can we finally let it go, and can we finally hate on people? Like, no, we cannot. It's a simple, direct message to send, and even if the means to do it are a bit corny, I still think it's fine. I'm gonna put this in the I almost do tier. From You Need to Calm Down, we move on to Lover. Real question. Do we think Donna Kelsey is going to be renovating the Lover house after she's done with her own house? I kind of think so. I think this is probably my favorite music video from the Lover era. It feels a little like back to form. It's more chill, less visually assaulting than me. I love the concept of the Lover house and each room representing an era and us following the life of this couple in this house. It is almost like a dollhouse too, which I really love. There are things in it that don't make sense, like in a dollhouse, because it's not necessarily the most realistic depiction of love. She takes us on a house tour, literally. I think visually this video is just stunning. It's really beautiful to look at. The Lover house is just so iconic, and it has been a very, very iconic visual for the fandom too for years now. Especially, we've been bringing it up a lot when it comes to like theorizing about the next eras. I think every single era since Lover, it's actually been brought up as like, oh my God, the Lover house predicted this, the Lover house predicted that. I'm like, clearly it's very, very important still. One of the biggest Easter eggs of her career. and I respect that. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks flight here. I really like this one. We made it to the last music video of Lover. That is, of course, number 47 on the list. 47, which is The Man. And also, of course, you have to mention this. This was Taylor's debut as a solo director of a music video. As a directing debut, I think this is honestly really, really good. The concept of being prosthetically turned into a man and living life as one is so good. Insane, actually. I cannot stop thinking about the technical side of it. Like, it must have taken them hours to do this look. I think a large portion of this video is a parody of how certain men act and what is socially acceptable for them. She pretends to be one and shows just how like ridiculous it is. And of course, it's exaggerated, over the top, so on and so forth, but the message is clear and the video delivers it very well. I think it's the right amount of exaggeration and comedy that lends itself well into social commentary. This video does that very well, and dare I say that it actually does it better than the song itself. I really like the Man music video. I think it's really, really good, although the karma wall is an Easter egg that kind of pisses me off because we've been through this so many times. And I feel like every era, it's for some reason coming back. Like, why was I seeing posts about it in fucking the Life of a Showgirl era? Like, I thought we've been over this. I'm gonna put this in the Sparks flight here. I think it's very, very good. And with that, we are finished with Lover, and we can move on to the only music video of Folklore.
She stole his dog and dyed a key lime green.
The sun is slowly setting, so I'm gonna have to hurry up from this point, but let's talk about Cardigan. This might be the single most visually breathtaking music video ever, actually. Not just from Taylor, from any artist. This is a cinematic masterpiece, a work of art, something that changed me into a Swiftie. I think I told this story before in my Folklore deep dive video, but my first album I really was sat for was actually Folklore. And I listened to it mostly because I saw the Cardigan music video on YouTube and it left me speechless. I was like, wow, this is the same person that did Shake It Off. And then that same evening I listened to Folklore and life was never the same. I took the one-way trip to Swiftie Town and I've been a resident ever since. It's this beautiful journey through the highs and lows of this relationship. One time she's at this beautiful forest with a waterfall falling out of the piano, which is just insane visual. The next time she's drowning and she only has the piano to hold on to. It's a quite simple concept, but I feel like with every shot you can find something new to interpret. My lens that I looked through at this specific video was related to the piano. My interpretation was basically that the music helps her survive regardless of circumstance. And this is something that we've seen in other albums, actually, like, for example, Sorcerer Poets, when she spoke about how she needed to make that album. She needed to just like get it out of her system, and like music was one of the ways that she was able to cope with her situation at the time. Cardigan is such an iconic music video. It's one of her best, definitely. And I would be a fool if I didn't put it in the prize I cheat to win. Oh, and speaking about the prize I cheat to win, we have Evermore next. Okay, I am back. I have to film this the next day because my camera decided to die, which was very helpful. And also I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know if you can hear it. Hopefully you can't. I don't know why I brought it up. But yeah, we only have what, like 8 music videos left to cover. So we're just gonna speed through those, and yeah. Now it's time to talk about Willow. I think Willow is kind of the perfect follow-up to the Cardigan music video. I think it's very much in the same vein, but less melancholic and more whimsical. Cardigan is kind of depressing. Willow is definitely not. It's filled with magic, and I love the concept of like the golden string that leads her to her love. The invisible string reference here, like, she did that for me, specifically for me. I mean, for fuck's sake, that's my intro music. I love this video so much. The witchiness and how whimsical and romantic it is. The coven scene with these like magical, like floating spheres that later also got referenced at the Eras Tour. That's probably my favorite part of it, but I also love the dancing. Her playing like this guitar when she's behind this like glass case or something. It's so perfect, and just like Cardigan, you can find plenty of meanings in every single scene. This is one that I do rewatch on a regular basis, and I just can't get enough. Obviously, the Willow music video is landing in the prize I cheat to win tier. Like, duh. And with that, we are done with Evermore. Just one music video, and we can move on to Midnights.
Comment is that girl, like...
Midnights started off with, in my opinion, one of Taylor's best music videos in her career, and that is of course Anti-Hero. It's iconic to me. Like, this was such a gag when I first watched it, and the gag factor still remains true even today. This music video reflects the song so well that it's painful. It really is taking the insecurities that Anti-Hero is all about and making them a visual. You have the fear of yourself, of being a disruptance in other people's life, of the people that you ghosted even. It's so phenomenal. It's camp and also exaggerated in a way that really works for me. My favorite scene of it, I would say, is probably the funeral scene, like the one with, you know, the will. The actors in that are just so good. And I also really appreciate the fact that Taylor just like let the music stop for 1 minute and just let the scene play out. I think that's really great. It's very telling, and it's another insecurity of hers. You have the people who only care about her because of her money and also her fame. The cat sanctuary thing though, that was hilarious. The only thing I will say about the Anti-Hero music video that is a negative, it kind of is a negative, not really though, is I really wish that she would have kept the scene when she's like walking onto the scale and it points towards the word fat. The fact that these people bullied her to change that is crazy to me. Like, it's not about you. Not everything has to center around you. This was her insecurity. She was talking about herself and she's expressing herself, how she feels. This music video reflects her insecurities, not anyone else's. If you find it relatable, good for you. I think most of us probably do. But again, this is her primarily. So get a job, stay away from her. I kind of feel like if this music video was released today, she wouldn't change it. Like, I think around midnight, she still kind of cared about what people thought and like was willing to change things to, you know, fit the public's perception. But I don't think she would do that now, which makes me happy that she, you know, is more confident in herself. But also, I still think this was ridiculous. I'm going to put this in the prize I cheat to win tier, obviously. We move on to Bejeweled. And when it comes to Taylor Swift's music videos that have like a storyline, a story to tell, I wouldn't necessarily think of Bejeweled as like one of the best examples of that, or one of the strongest in that regard. Stay with me. I think the casting in it is great, and I love the whole like Haim sisters and Lorna Dern scene when they're talking. Lorna Dern is just so phenomenal in this. I think the setup for it is great, but then we get to some of the scenes that are accompanied with music, and the video starts to be a little weird to me. The entire point of the journey is to train for this like talent show to win the prize. First, she's in this like elevator, she's serving there, then she's walking on this like pathway of jewels, then she's getting training from Dita Von Teese, which that is iconic. It's all very cool looking, but even though, you know, they are this amazing, beautiful shots, I think they're kind of like confusing for the story. Like, technically, was the whole like jewel path section necessary for her to get to Dita Von Teese? I don't think so. Like, the only reason why some of these parts are there is just for the serif factor, which honestly, some could argue that that's enough of a reason. One thing that kind of sucks about Bejeweled having a music video is that this specific music video oftentimes gets reduced to like the only purpose that it kind of had in the eyes of the fandom, which is to tease Speak Now Taylor's version. And unfortunately, it's kind of true. Like, the main reason why so many people loved it was because of the Speak Now Easter eggs, and because they have all come true and we've received Speak Now Taylor's version. I think this video has lost a lot on its like importance in the fandom. I think it's a really visually stunning music video, even if the story of it feels a little rushed in places, and in places also just secondary. I do enjoy watching it. I think it's just very fun visually, but I don't think I can put this anywhere higher than the I Almost Do tier. From Bejeweled, we go to Lavender Haze. I kind of like the vibe of the Lavender Haze music video. It's just like this like stoner, middle of the night smoke club vibe. Like, you're kind of not sure whether you're hallucinating or not. What's real and what isn't is not necessarily too clear. It's not too obvious. I think there are many cool visuals in it, like the koi fish, the flow with the lavender, the club, her smoking and the smoke forming like a clock. There's also the light that she leaves on the back of her lover in that music video. That is such a cool visual. And I mean, who could forget her like swimming in like lavender water, or I don't know what that was. It was just so beautiful visually, so appealing. I love the color palette that she chose for this video. This, I would say, is one of the most like forgettable music videos of the modern Taylor Swift eras. Not many people talk about it, and we waited so long for her to drop it when it was still the Midnight's era that it feels kind of weird that no one has really mentioned this music video since, because I do think that it's like very good, very polished, interesting to look at. I enjoy watching it, and maybe it came a little too late in the Midnight's era for people to pay much attention to it. But also, I don't know. I'm gonna put this in the maybe I almost do tier. Now, Karma. This music video is kind of random for me in the sense that I like the visuals that it presents, especially in the first half. And I like their meaning, especially with the lyrics of the song. Like the devil scene, you have the sweeping of a road with a broom. You have the statue of feminist reference. I like it all. But then we get to the I Spice of it all. And she just lays in her like little clam for the entire verse. And that makes this video, which is like very fast, very quick, very fast paced, suddenly slow down. And not in a very impactful moment for me. Like we just watched her for 30 seconds or more actually, sitting with this like pearl in hand. And like, sure, she looks good, like go off I Spice, but I don't see much meaning there, to be honest. And it isn't really that interesting. This music video, I honestly kind of forget about a lot. Like in my head, Midnight's has 3 music videos. It's Anti-Hero, Bejeweled, and Lavender Haze, the Holy Trinity, if you will. And then there's this one, which is like the 4th, I guess, cousin something, I don't know. And listen, maybe my like disdain for this music video comes from the fact that it's for the I Spice remix of Karma, which, well, I'm gonna be brave here. I don't think many people like this version, and I don't like it either. I don't think I've listened to it on like Spotify. I don't think I've streamed it since it came out. Like I listened to it once and I was like, okay, that's enough. Like the original is just so much better. I think this is gonna be our 3rd resident of the I Almost Do tier from the Midnight's era. And with that, Midnight's is over and we can move on to the 11th era of Taylor Swift. We are so close to the end. And that is going to be, of course, the Tortured Poets Department.
We declare Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist.
Music video number 54 is Fortnite. And when I say give her the Oscar, give her the Emmy, give her the Golden Globes for this, I mean it. This music video is actually just like one of my favorites. It's so insanely beautiful, so cohesive. The aesthetic of it, oh, it's so perfect. I love that it's fully in black and white with the exception of the like one effect in the first chorus when the souls meet and one of them is like orange and the other is blue. Or I think it's supposed to be blue and golden. I don't know, actually. I am a little colorblind in places, so you'd have to confirm that. This music video is kind of insane when you really think about it. Like it's... This imagery is just so bonkers. You have like the mental asylum of it all with this incredible look from Taylor, which is in this like twisted dimension that she's forced to live in. Nothing is right. Everything is out of place. She breaks out by shattering the mirror, which is such an epic scene. You also have like the office bureau setting with the typewriters and this look from Taylor, which my jaw was on the floor when I first saw it. There's a distance between her and Post's character, but then we get to see flashbacks of how their relationships really looked like, how they were together for each other, their souls intertwined, but the distance only grew. She's right there, but he cannot reach her. Holy shit. Every shot in this video is cinema. It's art. It's so perfectly crafted, so beautiful, so breathtaking. That scene with the paper falling and it forming a silhouette of her face, or the reverse tattoo reveal, or the lab, the shot with the papers being like on fire and flying around her. It's just, oh my God. Also, Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles being in it. Once again, I was shocked. I was like, holy fuck. What do you mean? I could not think of a more perfect video for Tortured Poets just in general. It's just so good, so phenomenal. The peakest peak to ever peak. Absolutely prize I cheat to win. Now we can move on to I Can Do It with a Broken Heart. I literally forgot about this video when I was making the list. I was like, wait, was there one? And then I remember what it was. This is another tour footage video, and as previously established, I don't care about those. They plummet in rewatchability for me. They don't really tell any story, and I haven't seen this one in years. I do think it's cool because of the tour footage and some of the things we get to see. Like, for example, you have the comparison with the on-stage performance of I Can Do It with a Broken Heart to the rehearsals. You have her giving us the 22 hat, which that is very cool. One thing that has really affected this video for me personally is the end of an era documentary though. We learned so much of the like behind the scenes of this tour, how it worked, how the collaborations worked, the dancers, the technicalities of it, everything. And because of this more closer look at the Eras tour, I see this video as just like a cute glimpse into the world of it, but like I prefer the full experience, you know? And not just a glimpse. I don't have much will to rewatch this one, if I'm to be honest, so I will put this in the I forgot that you existed tier. Tortured Poets is done, and we can move on to the final era of Taylor Swift, which is of course the Life of a Showgirl.
It gets really hard for me to stop talking about bread once I start.
That's okay.
We start off the Life of a Showgirl era with The Fate of Ophelia. This music video is just so cool. The looks are crazy, the shots are gorgeous, the choreo is so much fun. Also seeing this for the first time on a big screen during the release party of a Showgirl, I have my flyer from it right there. That was such a fun experience. I remember me and my friend were sitting there and just like grabbing each other, being like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Especially when that like reference to the Ophelia painting came up and we both immediately recognized what it was. And both of us just like looked at each other, be like, what the fuck? What really made me appreciate Ophelia was not just the aesthetic and how beautiful it is, but also the contrast to Fortnite. We love when Taylor is happy. Like we really do. At least I do. Some people clearly don't because they would prefer her writing sad, depressing stuff for the rest of her life. I wouldn't. Every shot being continuous, no cuts in those shots. The so insanely like clean transitions. You have the choreo too. This video is a cinematic masterpiece actually. It's perfect for the aesthetic of the album, and I mean I mentioned it before, but the looks are crazy. That one with the red hair is my personal favorite because I was not expecting it, but also the final Showgirl look too is just so glamorous. However, my favorite section of it is probably the first like section where we actually see Taylor with the Ophelia painting with the moving set pieces. I just know this must have been a nightmare to choreograph, but it was so perfect and so fluid. And also loved her bread getting a cameo in there. I also love how this era has been so prominent on featuring the Eras tour dancers and everything. It's just so cute and they truly seem like a family to me. It's so just charming. I really like this video. I think it's a big serve. It doesn't really tell much of a story, but it's so fierce that I can forgive it. It's a perfect visual for The Fate of Ophelia, and of course, it's a prize that I would cheat to win. And with that, we've made it to the most recent music video of Taylor Swift's catalog. If you made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back, girl, again. And also remember to subscribe to the channel, of course. But it's time to talk about Opalite. I'm gonna try not to get like the recency bias get in my way, but this music video is so cute. Well, the story of it is just the cutest, but also it's so clearly referential to her life. Garbage is still garbage. She's dating a rock that is emotionally unavailable. The other guy is dating a cactus that is constantly hurting him. The metaphors to this are kind of crazy when you really think about it. I love this story. It's fairly simple, but it corresponds so well to the song at hand. And you can also dig deeper in it. She left so many metaphors and so many Easter eggs in this video, and I love Easter egg hunting in videos. And I also love the way that this music video looks. It's this old school vibe, but it feels very authentic. The way the infomercials specifically look, and also the dance competition, the way the mall is also presented, that is such a cool scenery. All of it feels authentic with the aesthetic that she's presenting, but has the touch that gives it more fantasy, and therefore is very appealing to me. Also, brunette Taylor being back on our screens in the big year of 2026, like, that is huge for me. I love the fact that she treated her appearance on the Graham Norton show as an audition and got all of the people from it into the video. And that, of course, included Cillian Murphy. I was having so much fun on Twitter when film bros were like crying about him rejecting multi-million-dollar scripts, but starring in a Taylor Swift music video. And the fact that she used that interview as like closing credits for it is so just the perfect cherry on top. I think the real reason why I appreciate Opalite so much is because it might start a revolution when it comes to music videos, since YouTube views for music videos no longer count towards the Billboard Hot 100 charts. Taylor was like the first huge pop star to really think of a new way of finding a way around that system. And I think it was so smart. She did that, of course, through premiering the music video on Spotify. This was a really smart move, and I really hope that other artists start doing that too. She's revolutionizing the industry once more, and I hope that the industry listens. I love music videos, and them no longer counting towards chart positions is a big incentive for labels to not invest in them, since they can be very, very expensive and they might not see a return from them because the song is not going to chart higher with them. But this could give them the idea that could save music videos, and I really, really hope they pay attention. I really do. The last music video of Taylor Swift's catalog, Opalite, is going to land in the Sparks Fly tier. And with that, we have completed the tier list. Now on screen, you're going to be seeing the full thing. And remember, make sure to let me know if you agree with my placements, whether you would have changed anything. Now, as I said in the beginning, there is a chance that this video might get outdated very, very quickly, considering that apparently Elizabeth Taylor is the next single, and we might be getting a music video for that. So if it comes out, I might do like a very short video for like YouTube Shorts or TikTok, where I'm gonna also add it to the tier list. But if that doesn't happen, this is the definitive tier list. Of course, definitive for me, but not necessary for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, hype it, comment down below, share it around with your friends, whatever you want. And make sure to stay tuned because I post weekly videos. Every Saturday, I am on YouTube posting a new video. And there are some that I'm so excited. Next week is the video that I've been waiting to make for months. And I finally found a way to put it together. And I'm so happy with how so far it's looking with my notes, with my scripts for it. And I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So please stay tuned for next Saturday. And yeah, with that, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye.